Yes, yes, yes. Hello, everybody. It's Joe, and we got Bailey here, just hanging, relaxing. She's in her spot. And we want to chat about our little list of tips, and I believe we're down to number 2. And number 2 is one I think is very, very important. Obviously, it's down there at number 2. And that, to be honest with you, in the beginning, I get a little flack from. Just when people first hear it, they misunderstand it. And what it is act as if and go as though. And people, unfortunately, in the beginning, mistakenly equate that with fake it till you make it. And they're two very different aspects. They're not the same at all. And we're not talking about being deceitful or deceptive or trying to fake anything. It's more about a mindset. It's more about a mindset and how you act behind the camera. We'll use the camera since we're doing video here, as well as in front of the camera. Okay, we'll use a $10,000 a month earner as a round number or as a target. That's what everybody seems to shoot for. That's what they want to make. Okay, and you have to think to yourself, what would a $10,000 a month earner do? What would he spend his time, energy, and efforts on? Would he spend his time, energy, and efforts on training? You know, training himself mentally, on training his sales skills, his communication skills, and then also learning how to train the people that are underneath him. Okay, chances are he's spending some money and time on that. And you want to be able to do the same thing. Now, in the beginning, when you're not seeing anybody underneath you, it's kind of hard to justify that money, but you need to take care of that before you have anybody underneath you. You want to be able to train them once they get underneath you, once you start building a team. So it's very important to get that started off. And also, a $10,000 a month earner, how are they acting with their prospects? You know, are they sitting there chasing deadbeat prospects, trying to convince every single person that comes into their site or their list that they, or leaves a message on their machine that this is the right thing for them, they got to do this? No, they're going to figure out whether or not there's a fit. They're going to be patient. In the beginning, when you don't have somebody, it's very hard to be patient. We tend to want to push people and convince people that this is the right thing for them. Let's say you have somebody leave a message on your machine where it's barely understandable, you could hardly understand what the person's saying, and you just tell that he's not a driven person, he's not someone that's going to be worthwhile to you. He's not, or he's somebody looking for a fast buck, instant money, something easy. I don't want to work too hard at it. In the beginning, you could easily, want to help somebody, and actually have good intentions. You want to help somebody, but you're going to try and sit there and convince this person, where chances are you're not going to be able to convince them. It's the way they are, and you're not going to be able to save the world. A $10,000 a month earner has an attitude of some will, some won't, so what? Next. And you need to be able to take on that kind of attitude yourself. You want to act as if you're financially independent and you don't need the business. Now, I don't want you to be snotty or arrogant or anything like that. It's just about being confident. And that in turn makes you quote unquote attractive to people. And people will want to start being around you and start following you, and you'll be able to build a business. And this skill could be applied in other areas of your life, such as going into a job interview. You don't want to go into a job interview all desperate. And you don't go in there cocky and arrogant either. Okay, but you don't want to sit there and make it look like that you need them more than they need you. You want to be very confident in what you're doing and almost kind of sell yourself. Making sure there's a fit. Right? And that's the same thing coming back to sales and network marketing, is you want to be able to make sure that there's a fit for yourself and your prospect. No fit, okay, you move on, you go to the next. But if you don't have that mindset and you start thinking the way a $10,000 a month earner thinks, and that's probably the main part behind this point, behind this tip, is to learn how to think the way a $10,000 a month earner thinks. And your actions will follow the way you think. So that's probably the best way to summarize it. It's not about taking pictures in front of somebody else's BMW or making fake Gmail, having fake emails sent to your Gmail account to make it look like commission notification emails. I saw somebody who was doing that once. I saw actually a video of it, I think on YouTube, somebody explaining how this is what people do. Where they make it look like, you just received the commission of, I think it was $9.97. And it looks just like the ones that the company sends you, and you can do a little video and say, look at all these emails I got. And it's not, that's faking it till you make it. And that's not what we want. We're not looking to be dishonest or anything. It's more about the mindset. It's more about learning how to think and act the way a $10,000 a month earner thinks and acts. So I hope that made some sense to you, and I hope you can really see the value in that. Think of some of the big earners and how they act. Are they pitching and promoting and pushing their programs on people? No, they're becoming a resource for people. They're solving people's problems, and when people see that they can solve their problems, they then in turn become business partners with them. And that's what we're looking to do, guys. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And again, I really think if you take this, try to absorb it and really try to apply it, you can see some big changes in your business. All right, guys, it's still January. We got time. Let's make it a great 2009. Thanks again.